To my beautiful black people, the era of status quo is over. No longer will we play into the hands of the oppressor. If they want to take DEI, let them. Do not fight for their crumbs anymore. Instead, let's be done with these racist corporations like Walmart. It's not enough to stop shopping at these kind of places. We need to go further than we've ever gone before. We need to get these racist corporations like Walmart out of our neighborhoods entirely. We need to get our people better employment opportunities so they don't have to work for racist corporations like Walmart. As long as we're too scared to rock the boat, they win. And I'm here to tell y'all, the Black Revolutionary Collective ain't scared to rock the boat. In fact, we intend to tip it over. We will no longer allow them to oppress and exploit black people. Nobody gets to do that. The days of status quo is over. A new day is coming. Global black unity, and we will leave none of us behind. We will show patience and empathy to those who don't know that they come from some of the strongest people in human history. Our ancestors went through and survived the worst horrors this world has ever seen. And we're still going through it. Just ask all the hashtags. No one is going to save us but us. And our unity is the only way. Don't tell me what we can't do. I love you, black man. I love you, black woman. Knowledge is power, and power will go to my people.
Grand rising kings and queens from Africa and across the ocean. Now, I greet you with truth. I greet you with love. And if you are watching this video today, then something deep within your soul is tearing up. Something inside you is remembering. Something powerful is waking up, because you are not watching this video by accident. This video is spiritual engineered. This video is about the divine between Africans, the divine power. I'm saying that because black people all over the world, from the streets of Chicago all to Ouagadougou in Burkina Faso to South Africa to Kenya, are rising. And this rise is shaking the very foundation of the white system that tried to destroy black people. Okay? That's what I'm going to talk about today. So I just wanted to go deep into the truth, deep into the movement, and into the unity, and that is making white America panic. According to the title, you have seen what I said. What black people are doing around the globe, it is shaking the white system, because they never believed this will happen. Okay? They never believed what they are seeing. Even us as black people, sometimes when I sit down, I'm so happy. I'm so happy for myself, because we are doing something great for black people. And this is spiritual. It's not just political. It's not just accidental. What is happening is spiritual. Now, before I continue, I want you to watch this clip first here. I don't know if it talks about this, but watch it. And then we come back. Please make sure you watch until to the end. I have a lot good is coming.
Go where you are appreciated. Right now I'm in Nairobi, Kenya, and why I'm in Nairobi, Kenya, because it's the best country for me.
Being back in Ghana feels amazing. Amazing. I just love it here. I love living here in Ghana. One thing about it, when I was living in America, I would dread coming back from vacation. I would hate that last day of vacation. Just felt like, oh my God, I gotta get back to this. But now, since I live in Ghana, I was so ready to come back to spices and seasoning and Keely Weely. I was at the airport. Charlie, please. Please. I'm happy to be here, y'all. I love it.
All right, guys, let's go. We're going to the coffee shop. That's the crew back there following me. They all back there. All these Americans are coming to get some this amazing property. So
5 reasons that black people in the U.S. and Europe should consider moving to Africa. 1, sense of belonging. It is amazing being in a place where everybody looks like you. You're never the only black person, and it is just a beautiful and encouraging experience. 2, safety. Many of the countries in Africa, I'm in Tanzania, are significantly safer than the United States when you check the rankings. And you never have to worry about any sort of racist anti-black violence against you. 3, challenging white supremacy. It is a game changer when you can show that it is possible to thrive in the world outside of westernized systems. 4, learning from African perspectives and experiences. So much of what we see, even those of us who call ourselves very pro-black, are still very westernized when we're from the Western world. When you move to Africa, you get to actually learn the indigenous ways of being from the continent. And 5, learning to love yourself as a black person in deeper and more powerful ways. So much of what we get, again, living in the West, we're brainwashed to believe that blackness is less than and that we have to fight to show and prove our value and worth. When you are in Africa, it is just evidence and it is just a normal part of living life.
This is exactly why I will never, ever go back to living in America. I don't even want to step foot in that damn place. First thing I learned when I left America, Brooklyn, New York to be exact, everybody in every other country is way more happier, way more content with life than people in a damn America. Every country I've been to so far, and I've been to 8, 9 different countries, every country has made less money than people in America. Literally, I've been in some damn situations that these people have not even $1 and they're more happier. They're willing to help you. And even if they don't have what you need, they will help you find it, or they will just give it to you and they don't even have a damn dollar. But try to do that in America. Yeah, that's never gonna happen. The second thing I realized, you don't need to make as much money as you think to live in a different country. Do you know that I've been to Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, the Philippines, Bali, Indonesia, Colombia, Dominican Republic, and do you know that my average budget for every country that I just listed is less than $2,000 a month? Now, what the hell can you get in America for $2,000 a month? I'll wait. The third thing I realized, the food is a lot healthier. And it is funny because if you do your research, you ever see those videos on YouTube when people go to different countries and they eat the same exact thing, but all of a sudden when they're in a different country, they're losing more weight and they're eating the same amount of food. And that's because in America, there's a whole factory situation that's going on with the food. And do you know that in these countries, in Asia, in Thailand, in Cambodia, and all these other countries, right? Do you know that a lot of these people fish and go straight to the market? Some of these people are farmers. They will grow their fruit, their crops, and all that extra stuff. And instead of bringing it to a warehouse, they will pack up all their stuff and bring it to the market and they will sell it. That's what you call organic, and they're not spraying it with pesticides. They're not doing any of that. But in America, farmers grow. Then they go on a truck. Then that truck goes to a warehouse. Then that warehouse does whatever the hell they want with that damn food. Then that warehouse puts the food back on the damn truck. And then that truck goes to Walmart. And then Walmart needs to put that out on the floor. And then you try to tell me after all that situation, now you could have that food in your refrigerator for almost a month without it going bad? Yeah. How did that make sense? I don't know who needs to hear this. Leave America. They're trying to brainwash you. They're trying to keep you stuck in the system. You don't need as much money as you think to leave America. All you need to do is make money online. And I can promise you, you will live a 20 million times better life outside of America.
So I got fired from my job. I moved to Accra, Ghana. Here's my story. My name is Nia Akwaba. Honestly, that was the best decision I have ever made in my life. The amount of money in this world can buy the happiness, freedom, the peace, the joy, just everything in life that I have right now. No amount of money. I was a DMV girly. So I'm from Maryland, and I just felt like I was just working, pay bills, work, pay bills. So overwhelmed, a lot of emotions going on. I was just tired of that cycle. Packed my shit up and I left. I surely did. I gave my house up, all my clothes and shoes away, cars gone. The saddest part, my dog. And leaving my friends and family. But packed all my shit in 2 suitcases, and I have not looked back ever since. I love it. I love how I'm feeling right now.
Okay, culture shock, guys. I did not know it snows in Southern Africa. This is crazy. So this is the biggest culture shock. I've been running from the winter for over 8 years, and now I am stuck in the snow in Southern Africa. Come on, guys.
Something I'm getting used to is time here is a suggestion. You know, when you say you want to meet someone, even if it's something serious, you say 4, they hear 7. You know, I'm used to, you know, being late. I'm used to, in the US, black people were late all the time, but not for like business meetings or like, you know, here, Kenyans, you take it to a whole new level. And I'm Kenyan still. I was born here. Like Kenya, I haven't lived here as an adult. Hey, you guys are playing with time.
This year, January, was the first time that I was back in Senegal after 11 years of not being there. So, 11 years ago, I was 17 years old. I'm now 28. And going back there in January was a complete culture shock. And for those of you who don't know, Senegal was colonized by the French. So, this is going into my point. When I was there in January, everywhere I went, didn't matter where it was. Mind you, Wolof is a language of Senegal, like this is the main language. Everywhere I went, everybody was speaking to me in French, and from what I was told, like speaking French makes you seem a little bit more educated, and that's how people are now like greeted. More people are greeted in Senegal. It wasn't like this when I was 17 years old, and it's just like, I live, breathe, dream Senegal. I love my country. If I can be a country, I would be Senegal. So I was kind of disappointed because it's like, where is the Wolof? Like, I feel like Wolof is slowly diminishing, which is one of our like languages, the main language of Senegal. French is supposedly the national language. And even in non-touristic areas, I was approached by like people speaking French to me, and I had to tell people like, dégguma français, Wolof la dégg, je ne comprends pas. Like, let's preserve our language, let's preserve our culture. Like, that's what's so beautiful about Senegal and other countries in Africa, despite the colonization of the entire continent except Ethiopia. Like, let's speak our original language.
Welcome back. What I have here is called Black Power. This is my mug labeled Black Power. When I talk about Black Power, I'm talking about the shift that is changing, the shift of power from the white supremacy to the black people. And it is happening. It's not a joke anymore. All across the world, black people are waking up to who we really are, the truth, who we really are, our identity. We are waking up to what was done to us. And most importantly, we are waking up to the power we carry. That's why I say Black Power. Now, for too long, we were lied to. They told us that we were nothing but slaves. For too long, we were lied to. They told us that Africa was a dark continent. They told us that we were cursed. We were inferior. They told us that we do not have history, or our history starts with the chains. We do not have glory, no future. But right now, black people knows better. And thank you to civil education across all over social media. Thank you to the YouTubers who are coming out here and talking about unity, talking about Africa, talking about black people. And we are learning our true history. And it's not just a story of defeat. Our true history is a story of greatness. We are learning about Nubia. We are learning about Kemet. We are learning about Mali. We are learning about Ashanti empires. And we are studying ancient Ethiopia, Great Zimbabwe, and the Moors. At least we are getting something in our Abdullah Blangata. We are discovering that we didn't begin with chains. We began with crowns. And this is our youths are out here and they are learning, because when you want to change, you need to change with the youths. The youths are the force. When the white people, when the colonizers came to Africa, they brought their studies to the children. The generations that started there, it changed a lot. They didn't go to the elders because elders knew the truth. They went to the youths. So, what I will say, this is not just happening in Africa. It is not just happening in Africa. This is happening around the globe. It's happening in New York. It's happening in London, in Brazil, in Caribbean. We are connecting the dots as black people, and we are realizing that our oppression was global and must be our liberation. Someone told me that I always talk about unity, one thing on this channel. Bruh, unity is the key to what we need. Unity is the key to the success of black people. Unity is the key of all these protests that black people, black Americans go to the street and fight for. Civil rights came with unity. Voting suppression was do away with unity. So unity is the key to everything that we need. If you want to remove a leader from power, you need to be united as a country. If you want to remove the Western country from your Western powers from your country, you need to be united. And that's why I will talk about unity in the morning, in the evening, and in the afternoon. I will use different dimension. I will use different words to describe why we need to be united. So what we are seeing right now, it is global unity, and it is terrifying the white world. So why is it terrifying the white world? Because the system depends on our division. The system depends on our fight between Africans and African Americans, between African Americans and Caribbeans, between minority groups, okay? Between black people and brown people, Latino and black. So the division between these groups, it giving the white supremacy the power to lead, okay? But right now, we are coming together. I will say, maybe not all of us, we are coming together. Maybe we don't have all this mindset, but we are coming together. And when we unite, we become unstoppable. Okay? More and more black people, especially in the diaspora, are making powerful decisions right now. When someone sits down and decides to return to Africa, someone makes a decision to come to Africa or to return to Africa or to come and build land in Africa, build schools in Africa, that is a powerful decision. Okay? And the ancestors have talked to her or to him. And then they're coming, not just for vacation or photos, they are coming to stay. They are coming to build. They are coming to heal and to thrive. Okay? The Caribbean, all the way, UK, Canada, black people are buying land in Ghana, Kenya, Tanzania, South Africa. They are building homes, and starting businesses here. I think there are some who are saying that enough to racism. That's why they are coming. And enough to begging for respect, enough to trying to belong in a place that hates them. And they are not running away. That is not running away. When black Americans decide to come back home, let me tell you for free, that is not running away. They are going home. Going home is not running away. Home is where we have opportunities, freedom, culture, and identity. So black Americans are returning home to home of freedom, opportunities, and all this. So, and as they return, they are bringing with them the knowledge, resources, network, and innovation. They are partnering with African brothers and sisters. They are empowering local economies. They are bridging the global black family. Okay? So this is the reverse transatlantic journey. The same journey that once carried us, the same journey that once carried black Americans, African Americans in chains, they now take power. Okay? And let me tell you for free, the West is fucking terrified. One reason is that the lie that Africa is poor, or Africa is dangerous, or Africa is backward, is crumbling. No one is believing on that lie anymore. Okay? And the truth is that Africa is rising. Okay? And black people around the world are waking up to that. So, the lie that, don't go to Africa, you will fall sick, don't go to Africa, diseases, don't go to Africa, that lie is fucking gone. I said what black people are doing around the globe is shaking the West. They are supporting Ibrahim Traore. Ibrahim Traore is just a young revolutionary leader in Burkina Faso full of Pan-African spirit. He has kicked out the French. He has rejected Western allies, Western control. He has spoken truth to empires. And most importantly, he has ignited hope across the continent. And that's what black people want. Traore stands not just for Burkina Faso, but he stands for every African tired of being used. He stands to every black youth dreaming of freedom. Okay? And guess who is supporting it? Not just Africans, not just Kenyans, Burkina Faso, or Nigerians. No. But black people around the world are supporting him. So, they're out there watching what's happening. They're cheering him up. They're defending him. They're funding the people in Burkina Faso, because in Ibrahim Traore, we see ourselves. We see our vision. We see the possibility of a liberated Africa. And all this is making the West to panic. So, they go ahead, they call him dangerous. They say that he's anti-democracy. But what they really mean is he is uncontrollable. Okay? So Traore doesn't bow. That's the reason. They call him all these names. Traore doesn't sell out. And that is what scares them. Because when one black man stands free, he gives others permission to do the same. So they fear that other countries from Africa maybe will follow the trend. But being clear is that this one is a global movement of black power. This is shaking the white America. I'm emphasizing on that. It is shaking the white America. They see the shift, they feel the heat, and they know they can't stop it, okay? For centuries, they control narratives. They control stories, okay? They told us who we are, and they write our history. They own our image. But right now, we are starting to write our own story. And that's what I ask each and every black people. Let's own our own narrative. Let's teach our children our own history. Because if we don't do that, someone else will come and teach our children our own history, and they will teach them lie, okay? But now I understand that we are reclaiming it all. We are telling our own stories, making our own media, celebrating our own voices. So black people no longer need white approval, and that is causing the panic. They see us choosing Africa over America. Right now, the youths from Africa are no longer going to America. I'm out here giving civil education about there's no need for you to go and look for greener pasture in some other land, but we can create that greener pasture here in Africa, okay? They see us creating Pan-African alliances. They see us speaking in one voice. And they know that their control is sleeping because the power, they had come from division, from ignorance, from confusion, okay? But when the mind is free, the body follows. And black minds all over the globe, they are free. They are free, okay? Someone will ask, how are they panicking? So I want to give you signs. You know, there will be signs out there. You will see at the end days, the end of judgment, there will be signs. Because when you see them censoring black voices, when you see them attacking black leaders, shut down books and documentary, or label those who talk radicals or extremists, you know, this is to infiltrate the movement of black people or to create distractions, you know. Lately we had the Essence 2025, Essence Culture 2025, Essence Fest, and black people came out. They were raged about Africans coming and performing, you know, and this is what was all about black people. It's all about African Americans. Why are Africans coming and taking the stage? And they went ahead on social media and they talked about it, and that's what they want. They want us. They will always create. They will always create something that will divide black people. But we see it all, okay? We see how they use media to make Africa look like chaos. We see how they target revolutionary leaders. We see how they use economic as weapons because the empire is falling, man. You know, the empire is falling and the empire is desperate. And let me tell you, desperate empires become violence. But guess what? We as black people, I'm so sure up to now we ain't afraid. We are awake, we are united, we are ready, you know? So I'll say this. This movement is not just about physical, it is spiritual, okay? There's a deep divine force behind this awakening. Call it God, call it ancestors, call it spirit. But one thing here is clear. The time has come and we are returning to our roots. Black people are returning to our roots. Black Americans are living, are living America, and they are learning African spirituality. So we are understanding right now the ancient science. We are reconnecting with nature, with the land, and with each other. Because even in Africa, Africans left their culture and they started practicing this foreign culture. So we are reconnecting right now with that, okay? We are realizing that we are not just fighting systems. We are restoring balance. So black people carry something divine. I always say that. Black people carry something divine. We ain't inferior like they used to say. We are original, okay? Funny thing is that the system knows that. And that's why they attack us. They attack us spiritually. You know, they brought their own spiritual practices, and we do away with ours. They whitewashed our spiritual affairs. You know, they demonized our culture. That's why they broke our connection to the land, because they feared the power of black people. Okay, but right now we are remembering, and when a people remember who they are, nothing can stop them. Come on. Give me some like there on this video. Give me some comment there. When people remember whom they are, they become unstoppable. And what makes me happy, this generation, okay, the Gen Z, The future is within this generation, okay? So I'll say this. These Gen Zs are bold, educated, fearless, black and proud. They don't care about fitting in. They just care about standing out, about standing up, okay? They are calling out injustices you can see across Africa. Even black Americans, Gen Zs, they're creating music that inspire. You can listen to the music, to the soul music. It speaks louder. It speaks volumes. The music that we black people create, it's not just music. It is spiritual in talking, okay? The Gen Zs are out there starting business that uplift. They are rejecting the white system and building their own. So these youths are digital warriors or global citizens, okay? They are Pan-African in spirit and revolutionary in mind. They are future, and the future is now. Now, I don't know. I'm a youth. Just tell me in the comment section, do you think I'm on the right path of what I'm doing? Do you think I'm on the right path of calling unity? You know, I can say I'm just young on history, and I take my time. I don't sleep. I take my time. I learn. I study the history. I've studied about the ancient Egypt. I study about the Israelites, the Jews, you know, first. I study Africa, study black people. It takes a lot for me to do that. But because I want my children to be in a better place, that's why I go extra mile to do all that. So tell me in the comment section, do you think I'm on the right track as a youth? Okay? Now, being real, I'll say the system is falling, the lies is being exposed, the empires are collapsing, you can feel it. Economies are shaking, alliances are crumbling, colonial powers are losing grip, like France. Why? Because black people are rising, because the African continent is waking up, because the global power family is uniting. And once that unity becomes unstoppable, the system, as we know, it will never recover. Okay? And we will build something better, something bigger, a world rooted in truth. We'll build a world rooted in justice. We'll build a world rooted in black power and dignity, because black people are the first people on the face of the world, or the face of the earth, the origin of human. So if you build something, it's just like a parents, no revenge, okay? So to every kind of person watching this video, whether you're white, whether you're black, to every race watching this video, kings and queens, I will say this. You are a part of this awakening. There are some white people who are a part of awakening. We cannot deny that. There are some white folks who are supporting the unity. There are some white folks who are channeling the truth and educating their own. So this is your time. My black family, this is our moment, okay? Let us continue to rise, to love ourselves, to unite, to protect each other, to build Africa, to support our leaders, support content creators who are doing something good. I'm not saying I'm doing something good, but if you feel that I'm doing something good, support us, okay? Because the world is watching. White America is trembling, the empire is falling, and black people are just getting started. So stay strong to the power. I will say what? Black power every day. And as I said in Swahili, hakuna matata.